He's down over there. Oh my god.
I'm Brandon Jansen. I'm a co-creator of Jaeger Outdoors. You've probably seen me in some of the other videos, mostly fishing, but this one's about something a little different. It was October 17th, 2025, deer archery in Pennsylvania, and I shot my first ever legitimate buck. I say legitimate because the previous year I shot a button buck, which is still a buck, but not horned, so I don't really count it the same. I was out alone that day, like I was a lot that season. Usually I hunt with my Uncle Rick and my cousin, but they were prioritizing pheasant hunting this past year. Since I prioritized pheasant hunting a lot this past year, I was in the woods by myself a lot, which I got used to even though it was new to me. It was in the same tree stand as I hunted in the year before, the same location as I shot my button buck in, just not in a blind this time. And it was a full day hunt, so I slept over my uncle's house and went out, before sunrise Saturday morning. And I had a lot of activity. I had several doe moving through, particularly behind me. I think it was early rut. October 17th is obviously really early for the rut, but the way the deer were moving just seemed like that to me. The doe were sprinting through behind me probably at about 70, 80 yards. And, there were some small bucks chasing. We had a big Y that was frequenting the area. He was chasing, and then we had a couple spikers chasing as well. And then they also came up my left side. There was a trail that they would follow, and had a couple come up that way too. So for the afternoon, I decided it would be better if I set up facing that way, so facing the tree, and had everything good to go that way because I had so much activity that morning. I saw probably 8 or 9 deer in that morning, when most days hunting for me, I'm lucky if I see 1 or 2. So that was a significant uptick, and I wanted to try to take advantage of it. Setting up like that, I had to kind of keep looking over my shoulder towards the front-facing part of the stand to make sure nothing was sneaking in from behind me that I wasn't noticing. A lot of times, there wasn't anything there. I had one spiker come up, follow that same trail on my side, and walk back towards the house away from me. Obviously, I can't shoot a spiker. You're only eligible until you're 16. Had another doe come across me, probably at 50, 60 yards, right to left, the direction I had been facing, so towards the tree the stand was hanging in. Not much after that. As I was looking forward, well, really backwards, but forward in my stand, I decided to take a look to my back right, an area where I had seen some deer earlier, and deer moved through across, and I saw a body. Obviously it was a deer, but I didn't know what it was, so I immediately took up my rangefinder and looked, and all I know is I saw antlers. I saw the main rack, I saw brow tines, I saw a minimum of 5 points. I was positive of it, so without really thinking, I kind of quickly set up my phone on a horrendous angle, but with the deer in frame. Then I slowly started to get my crossbow shouldered and try to twist myself 180 degrees towards this deer. He was on me pretty quick. He was a pretty smart deer, and I was in a pretty bad situation there. The turning, especially in the video, feels like an eternity. In real life, it felt like it took 2 seconds, but watching that video back, it's painful sometimes, because I'm like, man, that thing's about to run away. But finally, probably after about 30 seconds or so, get him lined up in my crosshairs, and I take the shot. It was probably the most nerve-wracking 10 seconds of my life, watching him run away, because I kept thinking, fall, please, God, fall. And it just felt like it wasn't going to happen, and I was really, really nervous. And then all of a sudden, he just stops in his tracks and just tilts over. And I see his legs kick for a second. That was it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god. He's down. He's down over there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta call people. Holy shit. That was a nice deer. That was the nicest deer I've ever seen in my life. Ever. That was an old. Oh my god.
I was freaking out. I ended the video after a quick little blurb of something. Then I immediately called my Uncle Jeff, who was hunting at his property, to let him know what was going on. Then I called my mom and my dad. Then I called Chris, because, you know, always have to. And I was just in awe. I didn't really know what I had shot, but I just knew it was a legal buck, which was everything to me. Been hunting, really hunting deer for the past 4 or 5 years now. Shot my first deer last year, button buck, nothing crazy, with Chris. Really put in some time in this off season, getting stuff set up. Got some really good bucks on trail camera. Last weekend I saw 7 deer in one afternoon sit, which is by far the most I've ever seen at once. Never seen a deer like this though. I mean, to me, this is a monster. I'm gonna give it like a half hour. I can't wait to see him. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see this deer. The 30 minutes I waited for that deer to hopefully bleed out, just waiting, was excruciating to say the least. It just felt like it was never gonna end. It was so painstakingly long that I don't even know how to describe it. I'm sure most of you know the feeling, but it's just difficult. So finally that time comes, and my Uncle Jeff comes out and he helps me start looking for blood. We had a little bit of trouble finding the initial shot, but then I rewatched the film on my phone and we found out right where he was. And after that, the blood trail was pretty evident. It was a good clean hit. It was a double long shot and a little bit of the liver. It was a little too far back, but took him down quick, so that's what matters. I walked up and I saw points and I was like, whoa. And then I counted, and it was a 9-pointer. And that was shocking to me, because on trail camera we've had several nice 8s before, but only twice we've had a 9-pointer. Nothing bigger than that, only a 9-pointer, and it was the same one, and it was that year. So seeing him, I was like, man, I know this buck, and I was ecstatic. He was an older deer too. Thinking about it now, I figure he's probably 4.5 to 5.5 years old, just because of the thickness of the neck and the thickness of the main beam of the deer. It was a truly unbelievable moment. I'll never forget it. I thank God that happened. I really can't believe, out of all the deer that I could have possibly shot, so many small 5s, small 6s, that is the first buck that walked out within range for me to shoot. It's just unbelievable.